y'all, welcome to Messy Missy Creates. This is Melissa. Okay, in yesterday's video I told you a little fib. I did not get all these cut down. I cut down 2 of them. And we're looking at, I'm cutting them down to 9 tall. Well, 9 tall, and then they're 12 by 12 papers, so that makes them 6 by 9 when I fold them. If you didn't watch the first video, the cover, this is my cover. And I left it where I was debating on putting on a different strip. And I like that look when it's open because it has the brown, but I like this better when it's closed, if that makes sense. So now I regret cutting off, well, this one I cut off too short. So I was trying to find ways of disguising that, or I just don't worry about it. Thought about putting this little bit of ribbon right there. I don't even know if y'all could see that. I might not have even been in frame. But I thought about putting this like a little piece of ribbon. I'm going to do, I think I decided on the polka dot ribbon. I really like that. Kind of ties in the brown. So, you know, sometimes when you walk away from something and you come back, you like it a lot better. And it's glued down really well. It turned out really smooth. And so, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So it's got a little bit of right here that I wish I hadn't cut that off so short, but we'll deal with that in a minute. Okay, I'm putting that to the side. And it won't take us long to go down and cut down the, you know, go and cut down the whatchamacallit, the papers. And I'm not going to get the scoring tool out. Oh, I forgot to look for my bone folder, though. I did tell you I was going to find my bone folder before I came back on video. Well, now I done said another fib. Because I did not do that. Well, phooey. It's usually in, like, this little basket right up here. And it is not. Well, we'll just make do. I'll use something else. I'm sure we'll find something, or it will appear by the end of the video, or I'm sure I can find something to squish it down with. You know, we'll improvise. Okay, so let me get my cutter out. Get these cut down. I did dig through my my other, see that, make sure that didn't have a direction on it. Just like I said, I'm cutting them down to 9. Super easy. It leaves me a 3" by 12" strip, which I think I have a fun project coming up with that. We'll see. I'm going to try it out myself first. It was something I saw. Excuse me. Something I saw. So I'm going to cut them all down, and then I'm going to, okay, that one's not really, I mean, this is top and bottom, but you can't tell which is top and which is bottom. No, that made no sense either. Say what you mean what you say. I want it to go like this, not like this. Because the flowers are the top. So, there. And I didn't bother to cut off the branding strip. I mean, I cut it off when I cut off the 3" right? So I'll deal with that later. This is the Forest Critters paper. And I'm going to do the same thing. These are not perforated branding strips. So I'm just whacking them off with the 3". I love the back of that one. That one's going to make a cute pocket. But anyway, I was digging through, trying to find my other more junk style papers, and I did dig out some. Kind of the same ones I've used for the last couple journals. I just like them. The size fits. Doesn't take much to cut them down or anything like that. So, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, when I get done with the journal, you're never going to know that, yeah, that definitely whacked off the top of that, didn't it? That looks kind of funny, but, well, once it's folded, it won't look so weird. See, because it's got this right here, and, well, anyway, it's a done deal now. I already did it. But I love the other side. So, if I were to use this for like a pocket, I would probably use this side anyway. So, okay, this one's a little different because I do want this day and date. I want this, so I'm going to cut off, I'll have to cut the branding strip off and then cut the bottom off. This one does matter. So, ooh, I'm getting pretty good at that. And I'll put those in my bin. Okay, so now I'm going to take this bottom part off. I don't want this top off. I want to keep that in my journal. But anyway, as I was looking through my junk journal style pages, you know, book pages, music pages, things like that, I kind of, I'm almost, I mean, for one, I'm getting this done so late. So I'm almost thinking just doing all scrapbook paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's where I would normally stop, and I would do 8 of the other papers. But let's see what we end up, let's see what we have. I have this one I can use. I do like using these music papers because they are, I can fold them in and it gives me just a ready-made flap. So I'll use this one. I'm just taking them out of the center. I've got the staples pulled open on them, so I can just take the center page out and the rest of them stay in until I'm ready for them. So what I said, I had 8. If I use these, that would be 9 and 10. Now these are not double-sided, so I would have some white paper to contend with. So let me think about that. Oh, I may have to cut this one down. Oh dear. Where are my, right here. Let me see my pages. Oh no, that's actually the exact right height. And the exact, oh, okay. That's the right height. This one is a hair short. Okay. So, I was going to say, I didn't remember having to cut those down when I used them before. So, I guess I can use one of each, or I can use 2 of these. We'll just keep it. I already have them out. So, 9, 10. 10, and I have an atlas. This one I will have to cut down. 9, 10. So, it's already, you know, hinged together, so I leave it that way, and I will just cut it down to 9 inches tall. I think I'm going to cut off this wrinkled part, to be honest with you. Might as well. Since we're cutting, it really doesn't matter. We're not going to see the paper once it's journaled on, for the most part. So, okay, so this one, and then we'll fold these pages in like this. That's 11, I think. I have this, it was just a single, I have a basket with some single like book pages and things like that. And it was just a loose piece of music page, so I thought I'd use it. It was easy, and it was there. It was there, and I was there, and you know how that goes. So I think that's 12. I have this book. Now, I just got through telling you I was thinking about using all scrapbook pages, and then I end up. Now, this one is a shorter page. If I fold it like this, now I could do it like this, cut it down, and then hinge it together. But I have been just folding them over like this. You know, because they're going to get journaled on anyway. But I've been liking this kind of bronzy color border on them for fall. So I lost count. And I can always come back and get another page of that if I want it. And I have more atlas papers. I have this. This is a cool cover. That would make a really cool junk journal, wouldn't it? Cover. How tall is this? Exactly 9. Well, maybe it's meant to be. What do we think? Kind of brittle papers. I could have used an X-Acto knife. Look, they're already numbered. What are the chances that I could... Well, I wouldn't use 56. What are the odds that I could get this one on page 12 of my journal? Probably 0 to none. Now these I will have to hinge together. Like this with a piece of washi tape or masking tape or something like that. So I'll do that in a minute. And then I can take one of these. This is just the Good Apple Guide to Learning Centers. I love getting these little books. The paper's like matte. They make great art journal pages because they're kind of thick and they're big. And you can put them together like this and make a big art journal. Or you can put them together like this and use them as small, you know, smaller pages in your for a smaller journal. So I'm thinking that I might almost have enough. All right, let's revisit this. I'm going to move this. And I'm going to fold as I talk. I have another atlas page that I could use. Yeah. If I want to. I've got the atlas right here. That other page was just one that was already torn out. I know my bone folder. I can't even say bone folder. Bone folder. And I have like 3 of them. And I know it's got to be right here somewhere. Of course, if I'd clean off my desk once in a while. This craft room used to be so neat and tidy. And if you saw my craft room tour when I moved into this room, you know that it used to be so neat and organized. And yeah, so I don't have it. I'll use this. Hit. Little brayer. I told you we'd improvise. Okay, so I was going to count. That was the point of this. That and to burnish those. Because they are thick. They're thick papers. So they do need to be burnished with something. But that worked just fine. So that's 3. Let me move these over here. So, how is your November journaling going? You know how mine's going. I might be done with the journal by the end of the month. At the rate I'm going, that's questionable. But I'll have it done today, and then I still have to finish up October. Today is Saturday, and I had mentioned doing a live. In the video, I said either last night or tomorrow. I said tonight or tomorrow morning, meaning Friday night or Saturday morning. And I did not mean morning. I didn't even realize that until I was editing the video. And I went, oops, I did not mean to say morning. I was actually thinking evening. I'm going to try to see if I can get this posted before, you know, like this afternoon. Well, it already is afternoon. I'm like really just chasing my tail here. I did a little bit of gardening this morning. And got kind of, you know, not distracted with that. But I'm running late gardening too, because we had, not just because I procrastinated it, but because we had to redo the beds. The wood on the beds were falling apart. So he got that redone last weekend. And then I was sick, so I couldn't even think about going out there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's remember there's 8. So I ask you in a minute how many scrapbook papers are. Remember, it's 8. So this is 9. This is 10. I'm just going to wing it. No, I'm not. Oh, I have a ruler. I mean, I have a thing. I have a grid. Not that it's helping me much. I think I might need to go in a hair more. I can always fold it out. I can always refold it. But yeah, like that one will be short. It'll be a short page. See, you can tell the difference. 8, 9, 10. This would be 11. And 12. 1, 2. Well, I got tape up here and it's blocking my numbers. Yeah, that one almost has to be folded all the way back to the center for it to not stick out over the thing. 13, wait, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This one would be 13. Oh, no, 13. This one would be 14. Let me get, I think I have some, I mean, I have like this solid orange. I might use that. Oh no, I have my masking tape. I like to use the neutral because I used that teal to glue something together, stick, whatever, something together last month. And then I ended up not wanting that teal on that page. And so I probably should trim. Oh, I've got another one. So what is that, my 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this will be 15. I just need one more. Let me straighten these up a little. No, I'm not. I'm just not. See, I don't want to overlap those, but I want these closer together. But guess what? It's thin enough paper that if I overlap them by that little bit of a smidge, it's not going to matter too much. Well, and then I shift my papers, and then I drop my tape. I was being so careful, I thought. But this is so easy to do if you're not, you know, fiddling with, if you're struggling to get it straight, it's not. Oh, darn, scissors. My scissors must still be out in the chicken coop. I still forgot to go get those this morning. Oh, and I put that up way too early because I need some more on this side. So, yeah, I took it out there the other morning to cut open a new bag of feed. And I took my cheapest pair of scissors I own. But they've actually been the ones that I've been using a lot here lately. Well, not the last couple days because they've been out in the chicken coop. So I'm like, yeah, likely story, right? Well, that backfired on me. I was going to try to get that 12 and 13, except I needed it on this side for it to work. Yeah, that little overlap right there messed me up a little bit. So I should have straightened them up. Cut them like so I'd had a clean edge. But we're going to mush it down and hope for the best. So I need one more. And I can use, I really don't want a white paper. I really don't. I need to use that scrapbook paper, but I don't want a plain white sheet of paper. So, what are we going to do about that? Well, let's use another music page. Or an atlas page. Well, the music page I don't have to I don't have to cut it down. I just have to fold it. I used to save these back when I was doing a lot of prompt challenges. I saved a lot of these images because you never knew, what prompt we were going to have, because we had some really random prompts, and they would come in handy sometime. I mean, like if you needed a scuba diver or, a little hard to find on cue, I don't think we ever used scuba diver, but that was just the first thing I saw. Look at that little wheel, not the three-legged race, the real wheel. I can't say wheelbarrow race. That was really difficult. Okay, so I know I have how many scrapbook papers? 8. I heard you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Why does that look bigger than... Because it is. Did I not measure that? I know I did. I mean, I measured height. Okay, the height is fine. It's the... I gotta fold it in. Okay. It's just taller than... It's taller than my scrapbook paper, but it's not as tall, because the journal is about 1/4 of an inch taller than the scrapbook papers, because I do about 9 1/4. This is a really small, and perhaps I should... I'm trying not to get that in your face. No, it's going to be fine. See, it's got a little extra room, so I'm good. It just looked a head taller than the rest of the paper. So, okay, so now we're going to put them in some kind of order. And then we're going to sew them in really quick. And then, yeah. This thing worked great. I knew I'd find something. Okay, so... oh, I did have a thought about using the other paper like this one with the turkey on it, and trying to time it right so that I had it on Thanksgiving Day, and honestly, that would take more brain cells than I have to spare right at the moment. So we're not going to do that. What I would like to do is figure out which one I'm going to use for my cover. So which one of these, I like to use a scrapbook paper. So I have that option, that option, and I'm using it to compare to the squirrels right here, because it's going to be next to the squirrels. That option, I'm kind of thinking because the signature cover doesn't actually get journaled on it, because I don't journal on this page and I don't journal on the back side. So I'm really thinking, since that's my favorite paper, I'm going to have a hard time covering it up. Oh, no. But I could use this one and not cover up the little bunnies. Look, I got 3 1/2, 4 1/2, 5 1/2 bunnies on this one. Okay, so I'm definitely using that one as my cover. I like this one, but second to that one. So I need some sort of sheet like this. I happen to know, because it's now the 9th, I happen to know that the first week of November, I don't need a lot of like flips and tucks, and I don't need a lot. But in order to have them in the back of the book, you got to kind of have them in the front of the book, right? but I can save like the longer pages like this. I can save those for more like the middle of the book. I don't know. I just started off the month sick and didn't, you know what I'm saying? So this would be 1, 2. This was the, this was the baby shower day. Even though I did not get to go, I think I want this, because this was her colors. Kind of this boho-ish, kind of rust colored, and kind of a coral, I don't know, anyway. So I think I'm going to switch this one and this one out. Is where I was going with that. So that would be the first, the second, and I'll use a flip for that maybe. I am still going to document it. And then other than that, I don't really have anything specific. Sorry, trying to get this one. And then we'll go with this one. And then we'll go with, let's mix up these florals a little bit. I didn't realize I still had 3 florals left. That one. And let's put, yeah, let's put this one in here. And then I'll do this one. It really doesn't matter. I'm not giving it much thought other than, you know, other than that. Okay, I did something wrong. Oh, I've got another sheet right here. Okay, I didn't do anything wrong. I do need to pick which one I want for my center. Which one of these I want for my center. Ooh, I can have that one for my center. Okay, that works. We'll want it to fold this way. That would be kind of pretty with that border right there. And then I'll use this one. And then I'll use, uh-oh. Okay, I still did something wrong. Oh, because I started off. Oh, yeah. Okay, so then I need to put this one next and then this one. Because I started off with one of these and I had an even number, so that means, yeah. Did you follow all that? Ooh. That's thick. It's chunky, chunky. Chunky, chunky. I need to fold these in. I should have put my shorter papers towards the middle. My longer papers towards the outside. Because now all the middle ones are going to stick out. But we'll see if we can fix that. Or, I mean, that's why I do a 6.5 inch journal cover. Because, see, it allows for that. I've got plenty of room. And, yeah, I like it. I like it. Looks very November-ish. Whatever that means. Just kind of getting them in there. Let me get my ruler, and we'll pack them down in there a little bit. This one's sticking out over the top, which is okay. We've already checked it with the journal, and it said it was fine. And I have my clips and stuff right here. And like that. Yeah, if you just kind of really run your ruler down in there, it'll pack them together as much as possible until you get them sewn in, you know. And then once you have them sewn in, it doesn't matter after that, right? Okay, so I need to clip it to my journal now. And I did make, when I was scoring these lines right here, I did put another score line down the middle. One, it'll help round the spine a little bit if it needs it as we go. The other reason is it does help me line it up in the center. And yeah, that's right where I want it. So let me move the clips long enough to include my cover in the clips. These are those little magic clips. They're sewing clips. I got them from, oh, nope. I should have packed it into the center of the journal with the ruler. Now, one thing that I got them at Hobby Lobby years ago. And I think they're great. But you don't want to open it all the way at this point. Looks very crooked. Okay, looks okay now. It looks okay now. So I'm gonna get my pokey tool. And I don't use, not for these monthly single signature journals, I go through all of it at one time. And this is the Tim Holtz Tonic Studios retractable pokey tool. I've heard people say they've had trouble with them like slipping. Mine has not. I've had it for a long time. It might one day, but as of right now it's not. So I'm picking that line in the center point, and then I'm just kind of turning and wiggling, and I can see where it's coming out, and it looks pretty in the center to me. So if you got the signature lined up, I'm going to wallow a, that's a southern term. I'm going to wallow a hole. I'm going to wallow a little bit bigger hole so that I don't have as much trouble getting my needle through it since it's so thick. And then I'm going to actually use these lines. I usually do like a thumb knuckle length, but since those lines are there, I'm going to use the lines. Hey, I ought to put grid paper on my center more often. Now, I know you can't see this, but I can see that score. Oh, yeah, you can. I can see that center score line. Wow, words are hard. Gonna wallow a hole again. And I can see it, so it helps me get it in the center of the spine. And I can see my needle point. Oh, you can't see. See my needle point poking right through there. So those lined up great. Sometimes it works like a charm. Sometimes you got to fight it a couple times. Okay, so we're done with pokey tool. And I already picked out my... Ooh. Okay, I have to be careful. I did not do top and bottom. I don't dare move this. I'm just peeking to make sure, because this is, yeah. I've done that once or twice, but it's mostly just me second guessing myself. So I'm going to do 3 lengths. So 1, 2, 3. 3 generous lengths, I might add. And my little needle and my needle keeper. My hand joints are really bothering me today, so that did not help. Probably not the best day to try to sew something, but you know, you got to do it when you can do it. So my husband is fishing today, so I thought I'd come on and spend some time with you, as well as, nope, maybe do a live this evening. I don't know if this one will actually, my goal is to get this one posted today, same day that I'm doing it, Saturday, because, you know, I have new internet and I can do that now. I can upload videos a whole lot faster. Okay, I start from the outside because I want my danglies on the outside. I'm going to put one of these little clips on there so I don't pull it through. I mean, if you pull hard enough, you're going to pull it through anyway, regardless of what you put there. But so now I'm going back in. It doesn't matter if it's top or bottom. I watched a video this morning, and I saw somebody doing a 3-hole pamphlet stitch very differently. It's almost like she went in, like she doubled it. And I had never seen anybody do that before. I'm like, huh. Like, I'm going to have to go back in and watch that. So I'm coming up to the top. And as long as I didn't open my journal, it will poke right through. Yep. Ow. Ran the needle up underneath my nail, but that's okay. It hurt a little bit. And then I'm going to go back through the center hole. Y'all all know this, or maybe you don't. Maybe you're new here. Maybe you're new to journaling. You want to go back through that hole without splitting your threads. Which, I'll be honest with you, I split my threads all the time. I mean, you know, everybody says don't split your threads and come up through the same hole. I have split my threads. I've come up through a different hole. And so far, my journals have not self-imploded or self-destructed. These are just monthly journals. They're not like a junk journal you're going to use for a year or two. You know what I'm saying? So they get a lot of use for a month, and then you put them on a shelf. So I think we can get away with, you know, a few more liberties with this because of that. And yeah, then we just tie it in knots. And we had this discussion last month. I don't know fancy knots. Oh, I forgot to do that. I always take my clips off once I have the thread all the way through, because look how much play was, well, I just pulled the threads off. Because, let me show you. When you're pulling this, if your clips are still on, it's holding your paper there. You want your paper to be, you want it to like self-center. I always think of like justifying, like when you used to have to type letters. Remember a long time ago, we learned right justified, left justified, centered. So you want them to center. And anyway, if the clips are on, I think it hinders it. Probably not enough that you would notice it, but in my brain it hinders it. So I have to live with my brain. So I take my clips off. You do what works for your brain. And again, I don't know fancy knots. I do about 3. And then I'll tie it in a bow, and I'll make myself promises that I will come back at some point in the month and put danglies on it. And I never do. Spoiler alert. I never do. So if I was smart, I'd go ahead and just double tie it. But I'm, you know, not. So, or I'm just, well, I can do that too. It's going to end up, yeah, I'm not worried about it. But I do like it. I did not close my pokey tool all the way. Okay, so we have, hopefully everything is upright the way it's supposed to. This is our cover. And we have some fun pages. This will be the first, this will be the second, this will be the third. Why did I think that was going on the second? Well, I missed that one by a mile, didn't I? Yeah, first, second. It's okay, it's these colors too. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, the 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. Looks like it had something spilled on it. 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. And then you got this extra page because November does not have 31 days last time I checked. I'm pretty sure. So that'll be an extra day, but that's okay because this is my cute little cover. And let's say, for example, we have like a really exciting Thanksgiving, which I don't know that it's going to be that exciting. Maybe I want to use this as like a little flip for this day. So I might use this whole thing as the last day of the month instead of just using this if I have a lot to put on there. So I'd rather have one extra page than one page too few. So let me try tying that again. Maybe I won't pull it untied. So we have a few more minutes. So this is what I'm thinking. I showed you this the other day. I really like it. I think the polka dots look playful. This looks like, I don't want to say elegant, but it looks, you know, whatever. And then this looks kind of folk art. This just sort of, to me, joins them. And it works. Now, I did have some lighter brown pom-poms, but I don't think I like the pom-pom on that one. There was one other, oop, I just jostled you. I hit my light again. There was the only other yarn or thread ribbon that I found that I liked was this one. And this does match the pumpkins perfectly. A little boring, but it matches the pumpkins perfectly. However, I'm trying to tie in the brown. So I'm like, oh, do I, don't I? So I'm going to just use the polka dot. And we'll call it good. And it's a flat ribbon. It's not a, you know, it's not too, I mean, I could use the solid brown side, but why not use polka dots? If you have polka dots, you might as well use polka dots. Right? And that just kind of hides, I mean, you don't have to put anything here. I like that kind of ruffle too. But I've gotten to where I really like a piece of ribbon on my journal right there. So I'm going to grab out my fabric tie. Oh, yesterday my husband came home after I was doing my journal cover video. Like right after. And not in this room, but in our bedroom, which is next door to this room. He said, are you doing something with your fingernails? So what do you mean? He said, I smell, and he looked over because he has some a paint thinner. No, it's like for model. Why do you have paint thinner in your bedroom? It's something to do with model airplanes. And it's sitting on his dresser. It's just a little bottle. And so he picked that up like maybe it was leaking. I said, oh, I know what you're smelling. And I came in here and got the Fabri-Tac. And I said, is this what you're smelling? And he said, yeah, that's it. I said, that would be glue. I'm in here sniffing my glue. And he's like, okay. But that actually was amazing because most of the time he can't smell anything. So I was just shocked he could smell. He does not have, he hasn't had, it has nothing to do with why the rest of the world couldn't smell. He needs sinus surgery. And he keeps putting it off. So he's really dreading that, and I can't say that I blame him. That would not be fun. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, shoot. I was going to put something right here. And I forgot. But you really can't even notice that, I don't think. I mean, if somebody comes in and they look that closely at my journals, and that's what they pick out to see, then so be it, right? Okay. I Was there anything else I was going to do on... I already did the washi on the inside. Oh, I could make a pocket. Ooh, I could make a pocket. If I could decide what paper I want to use for my pocket. I might not find anything that I want to use. I mean, obviously I could use this paper. I'll have to cut off the branding strip, or not. Hey, I could leave the branding strip on and then I would know what paper set I used, right? I could always put a piece of washi. It would make the pocket a little deeper. I could use this one. Okay, I did not hear y'all say yay to that one. So, no. I know that this one would match. And it would tie in that. So I guess that's kind of the... That one's not... Oh. I could use... No, that's weight. That's too thin. Why is that so much thinner? Oh, because I'm used to holding the ones that still have the little strip on them. I could use this one. Doesn't match that brown. It matches something in here, but I got too many browns going on. Anyway, and I don't have to do it right this second either. This is a paper from last month. I mean, that's just totally different. Sometimes totally different is what you need, right? It's very busy. What else? This is one from last month. I think it's from last month, yeah. Probably so. What's this one? Too short. Too short. I almost like that one, y'all. Because it's got that brown. It's got this squirrel color. It's got a little pink for the flowers. And it's got kind of that grayish blue right there. And it's a totally different pattern. Whereas these are more florals. This one was the lesser of the... Let me see what it looks like without this branding strip. Because this one works. I like this side. I don't want it all the way up to the edge of the thing though. I want it up to here. So this side would work, and it ties in those colors. What did I do with my trimmer? I know what I said about leaving the branding strip on, but I don't think I can actually do it. Not since the barcode's going to be on there. Oop. I picked up papers with my... Okay. Yeah, I either like this one or I like this one. I tell you what, you tell me in the comments which one you like better. The stripes or the flower pots. This one is more subtle. And obviously it matches the colors because it's part of the same paper pack, right? Oh no. Oh, dear, not those stripes. Okay. Flower pots, blue and white stripes, or multicolor stripes. The rest of them I'm putting up. Tell me what you think, because we don't have to have the pocket right this second. And half the time I don't even use it, so it's not like it's going anywhere. All right, we have turkey and squirrels and fun little forest creatures. Oh, I do have this. I keep forgetting to use these. I don't know that I like... They're very playful and very wide. So, where's my ruler? I think this is the problem I ran into last month. They're 5, almost 6 inches wide. And that puts it running over my, unless I did it down this way. And I could do that, but it is a little playful. And it's got a red color crayon on it. It's got a bunny on it. But this is, let me move this so you can see it. Mary Englebright? Yeah. I used to love Mary Englebright. Look at the little bunny. How cute. And, I mean, the December one's really cute. The book, it says really good book. And crayons and color crayons. And I wish it had like a turkey on it or something. I don't know. I end up not doing anything, is what I end up not doing. The colors would go okay. And it wouldn't look bad. It would fit from here to here. So it wouldn't be horrible, but I don't know that I want to commit to something up that side yet. Or I could do it here. That wouldn't be bad. I just don't know if I want those primary colors for November. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You can let me know what you think about that too. And I think that's the end of this video. I will, I'm going to get this one uploaded really quick. And now that I have better internet, I can do that. Yay. And anyway, hopefully we'll get started in it very soon, okay? I appreciate y'all being here, and I enjoy spending time with you, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. And if you did, leave me a thumbs up. All of that interaction helps. Leave me a comment. Let me know which pocket you think I should use. Let me know what you thought of the journal. And I'm looking forward to working in it. I'm looking forward to catching up in it. So y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.